On you guys, so today I'm bringing guys a brand new sports cards video. In today's video, we will be sharing with you guys the top 5 basketball cards that are on fire right now. It's definitely great to say that there are 5 cards on fire because for the last 2 months around, it's been quite hard to make a video of this. I'm not gonna lie, the market has been quite down, but as you guys know, just a few days back, the NBA confirmed that they are starting their season on December 22nd. So that definitely has been a part of, the price increases. So that's definitely very good to see. I think leading up to the season, we will continue to see prices increase. So that's definitely very good to see. But before we get into that, I do want to say, as you guys know, I have my Sports Card Invest membership group where basically every single week I show you guys some sports cards. 10 sports cards I believe will go up, some cards I believe will go down, and then 3 long-term underground NBA investments. Now, just on November 1st, I released my weekly report, and I thought these Jaylen Brown Panini Selects were a very good buy for around $10. And currently, in just about 5 days, they were jumping up to around $30. So obviously, we have definitely been making a lot of money, even though the market has not been as hot as it was before. And I'm very, confident that when the market does bounce back, our membership group will be outpacing a normal investor. We will definitely be making more money than most people would on their own. So if you guys would like to join in and make some money with us, click the link down below to sportscardsinvest.com. The next 3 people who purchase yearly memberships can use code SHOP for 30% off. Once again, code SHOP will get you 30% off for the next 3 people only. And if not, you can use code YouTube to get you 10% off. But yeah, definitely so much money to be made. If you would like to make more profit than you usually would, if we've been doubling our money roughly every 2 to 3 weeks. So if you guys would like to join in on the profit, click the link down below to sportscardsinvest.com and go ahead and join in if you would like to do so. But without further ado, we're going to hop right into this video. So the first card we have that is absolutely on fire right now is Klay Thompson's Prism. Just for simplicity purposes, we are going to go with this PSA 10 Prism. I know, obviously all of his Prisms have, had a big increase, but I think his PSA 10 is great just to tell the story of how much it's gone up. So in around middle of October, I'd say these were around $900, maybe end of September even. They were around $930, and even $820. I saw them dip quite low. I was seeing these available on Facebook groups for as low as around, I would say, $800. Obviously, before that, in the end of August, these had jumped to over $1,300. So obviously we had this huge run up in prices in August. They were around $1,300, and then boom, we hit them. Obviously the off-season dip. As you guys know, every single off-season we see this dip in prices. So prices literally were cut in half. On this Klay Thompson Prism. They were around $800 at one point, and since then it's been climbing back up. In the middle of or beginning of October, this was around $1,000, and most recently, we're seeing some sales around $1,100. You see some outlier sales right here for $1,000, but at the end of the day, I do see these selling quite a lot for around $1,200 on eBay and Facebook groups. So I would say the pocket of these is around $1,000 to $1,200. But certainly up from $800. I can definitely see these starting to increase. Obviously I could just look at the top 5 cards that are absolutely on fire, but I also want to include some thoughts for myself, and I definitely think this Klay Thompson is definitely going to see some big increases. Obviously one thing I am a little bit skeptical about is this is around the price of Anthony Davis's 2012 Prism. So Anthony Davis could be very undervalued, or Klay could be overvalued. I'm saying Anthony Davis is undervalued because this is first year Prism, and we do see these big price discrepancies compared to normal Prisms. But without further ado, we're gonna hop right into our next pick, which is Klay's teammate Steph Curry. Just for simplicity purposes, we are going to look at his Topps PSA 9. This is his Topps 2009 rookie card. So this card right here most recently is selling from anywhere from $1,300 to $1,500. We see a sale for $13, a sale for $14, and a sale for $1,500. If we want to date back just a few weeks ago, they were going for a lot less. We've seen these sell for around $1,000. We've seen beginning of October, these were around $1,000 to $1,100. constantly sales between 1,000 and 1,100, and right now they've jumped all the way up to around $1,400 if we're gonna play the median price. So that's definitely a big significant jump. Steph and Klay are two people to really look out for next season. They have the number 2 pick along with Draymond back, Klay obviously making his return, and they have Wiggins now, Eric Pascal. They're a whole different team. Obviously they did lose KD, but I still think they will make a good trade with that number 2 pick, or they will make some good offseason acquisitions to make themselves a championship team. I mean, at the end of the day, they're only one piece away from a championship team, and I think they will fill that piece, and they will have a good chance at winning a championship again this year. So I definitely think this is still a very good buy. But without further ado, we're going to hop right into our next pick, which is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's PSA 10 Prism. So Shai obviously was very underpriced, I felt, and currently these are around $235 for Prism PSA 10, which I personally still believe is undervalued. Obviously Chris Paul is going to be 36 years old. He probably will not even be on the Thunder next season. They are definitely looking to trade him. So next season, the Thunder will be Shai's team. So I definitely think this is quite underpriced for a star of a team. Obviously, he's still very young. He has so much potential. And, his cards are on the rise. They're between 230 and 270. If we date back just a few weeks back, I remember seeing these on Facebook groups for a lot less. So definitely I think this is a very good buy. I have actually seen some sales around $300, but there definitely are some sales discrepancies on eBay recently. But if we do look back at these dip below 180. So I definitely think this is on the rise. I think it will continue to rise. It's quite hard to find comps. I don't know why. But I definitely think these are going to have a big run next year. I personally really believe in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. A lot of people do, but at the same time, I still feel like, last year his prices were the same as Trae Young. And, all of a sudden, Trae Young is more than double the price of Shai. So it's definitely something to keep your eye on. I definitely think Shai will have another rise. But without further ado, we're going to hop right into our next guy, which is actually some guy I just mentioned, Trae Young. His Prism PSA 10 is on the rise. Most recently, these have sold for $550. If we want to date back just a few weeks ago, these were as low as $400. So, a big increase in the last week. This Trae Young has gone from $450 to $550. That is, a big increase in 1 week. So I definitely see Trae on the rise. I think he will continue to rise. So I definitely think buying Trae right now is probably a good deal still. I do not see them going down anymore. I definitely see, as the season comes closer, prices to continue to increase. But, that's a big increase that you do want to look for. These were literally $400 to $420 just 2 weeks ago. And currently they're up to around $550. So that's a big increase for Trae. Probably the biggest increase. But without further ado, we're going to move on to our last pick, which is Luka Doncic. None other than the iconic Luka Doncic. Most recently, his Prisms are running around $1,600 in a PSA 10, which is very good compared to what they were. Obviously, you still get the sales discrepancy, but a lot of these I see selling on Facebook groups every single day for around $1,600. If we want to date back just a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, these were $1,300. Now, this is definitely something you want to keep an eye out for. So you see Luka and Trae's prices, going up quite a lot. I would argue that when the market bounces back, Luka and Trae would be the first two to go up, just because they have the highest sales volume. Obviously Luka and Trae's are sold a lot more than any other card for some odd reason, even Zion. So I definitely think this could be a trend that we will continue to see in prices increasing. So as you guys can see, from $1,300 to $1,600 in a matter of a week. So we are seeing basketball cards on the rise again. And this is for real. This is, big increases in 1 week. So we could definitely start to see that happen with a lot of other players as these guys start to go up. we will start to see other players go up as well to match the prices of these guys, because there's no reason Luka Doncic should be $1,600 and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander should be only $200. So that's definitely, a very good buy. I think there's a lot of value buys to be made right now. I think there's a lot of money to be made right now before the season starts. So if you guys would like to capitalize the most you can, profit the most you can, click the link down below to sportscardsinvest.com and join in and get our picks. But without further ado, we're going to close out the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, subscribe if you're new. Click the link down below to head to my Sports Card Invest membership website if you would like to join in on the profit. Other than that, I'm out. Peace.